Today, I want to talk about positive thinking. For me, for most women, we are our own worst critic. We judge ourselves constantly, we put ourselves down, and we are our own worst enemies, honestly. 100 people could come up and tell us how beautiful you are, how great you look, how great of a person you are, and you could just sit there and be like, I don't even know what you're talking about. That's ridiculous. Um, I look terrible. I'm this, that, whatever. Every time you say something like that, it really ruins your progress. Honestly, it does. Um, you need to speak kindly to yourself. Why? Because what if that were opposite? What if how would you feel, those of you with children? How would you feel if, you know how most kid I'm trying to think of a good example. You know how most kids, when they're younger, you can't tell them that they're doing something wrong, that they're not as good. You constantly try and lift your kids up, right? You constantly try and tell them, you're doing an amazing job, you're doing so good, you're pushing really hard, all that kind of stuff. What if you constantly put your kids down? What happens to them? Do they give up? Do they quit pursuing a dream that they may be working on, even if that's little league and they're playing football, or junior league basketball, or it doesn't have anything to do with sports, maybe they're into art, whatever their thing is. If you constantly tell them you're doing a terrible job, or you look bad, or I don't even know why you're doing this, what are they going to do? They're going to quit. That's the exact same thing you're going to do. If you talk badly to yourself, you're going to quit. Like, what's the purpose of pushing on if you keep telling yourself you're terrible? Even on those really bad days, try and work on you. Try and speak life into yourself. Speak where you're going. Something that I'm really trying to work on is I will look at myself in the mirror, and instead of focusing on the things that I really don't like about myself, I'll speak love into myself. Be like, I love that yesterday you worked out, even if it was for 10 minutes. I love that you got up at 5 o'clock in the morning and got your workout in. I love that you fed your body with more protein and vegetables yesterday than processed foods and fat yesterday. I even say things like, I'm gonna be this many pounds, or I'm gonna fit into those size jeans. Say things like that to yourself. You'll be surprised at where it takes you, and do it every single day. Don't do it for a week and be like, nothing's changing, I'm the same. You've got to do this every day. You've got to really work on yourself. I have a really good book that I'm reading right now, and I just feel really compelled to tell you about it. It's called Made to Crave. It's a Christian-based book, and I don't know what your beliefs are. I'm not pushing anything on you, but this book has really, really changed my outlook on this personal struggle that I'm sure a lot of you also struggle with. I really encourage you to get that book. It's by Lisa Turkhouse. Just Google Made to Crave. It's probably the only book out there, but it's a really good book dealing with food issues, weight loss issues, all those kind of things. And she talks a lot about this, talking positively about yourself. Because most of the time, that's why we can't push through. That's why we can't get to the other side of this. So really work on that today. Comment below how you feel about this, and maybe some things that you don't say nicely to yourself, and how you're going to change it and say nice about yourself.